Yeah, you don't got to walk a mile in my shoes, and you don't have to tone down your superior verbal jujitsu. All you got to do is look up if the people that was talking about burn it down, a lot of them escaped with merely like, singes on their shoes. There was a guy fire dancing. Remember the fire dancer? I don't think he suffered any severe, burns, but the people who organized Black Lives Matter, they're all like burned. They didn't just die regular; they got specifically burned. And I don't think that is because that is a good thing that should happen to them. Go with the karma. I don't believe in karma. The ice bucket challenge, people. If you want to do, if you wanted to give me the benefit of the doubt, I don't know if it's possible to research that. So I guess I am expecting you to believe something on face value without a reason to believe it. But if you are capable, because not that many people are, I'm probably not anymore since the references disappear, evaporate. But there was a trend of of a lot of the people that did the ice bucket challenge, almost like blood over intent, died ice water related death. Almost like they could knock themselves out in the way they drowned in 2 inches of ice water. And I just said I don't believe in karma. Like, karma is mean. But it's not really up to me though. I think I've had chances to get my shit in line before. But maybe that's because society was not on such a wartime footing that I had affordability, more chances to make mistakes. Then every generation inherits a more dangerous world and a paradigm that, while it may look like they've lost all like bearings on tradition or something like that, they have actually brought scholarship as us, in a sense that we're the future too. It's not the children of the future, it's the older people. You got to save them, because if you punish them and jail them, then the child will remember that you punished and jailed them. The elders, the older people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to save the children, but they hate you because you didn't save their parents. So to do the work that has to be required is going to involve saving parents. I'm not saying I'm involved with it. I'm not an activist. I'm just saying. For whatever it's worth, even just telling you, it doesn't do anything, right? If I could paint a mural that could show people this in a vision, but I don't know what that mural looks like, so. Even if it's going to be some kind of future, regardless of whether I'm part of it, it's going to be some kind of future, regardless of whether or not I inform people how to vie for survival in the future. It doesn't need you. It doesn't need me. Like, but that could be just what we need to realize. So you don't interfere with the paradigm where we think they lost it. Because what is it? Sometimes one dude that, Peterson, something. Jordan Peterson, he said something, and even it might be true, and I can't use it in every argumentation, depending on who I'm talking to. But you can't interrupt the progeny when they're focusing on something dangerous. When they're doing something dangerous and it requires focus, because that's how they learn. That's the only way they learn. It's like a harsh thing. Then if even in your mother's failing to realize it, I can understand she's gonna knit you a Jingle Bell costume to get laughed out of your regiment. That's how she came up with the Joker. The Joker is the product of the mother's attempt to safeguard, the child, because growing up, she knew he would want to fight for King Arthur. So she wanted him to get expelled, like laughed out of the troop. But instead, he was curious who was entertaining the men, who was making them laugh. So he said, I demand that they be by my side as my court jester, because he's King Arthur. Fuck what anybody's talking about. Bring that nigga to fucking courtside and let him understand that he's in praise of folly, like kind of thing. We don't know if he's a genius or a fucking idiot, but even you can have such as a thing as naturally idiocy. Like you have imbeciles that are not guilty of any sin or crime. They're just imbeciles. The king might like being entertained by them. And you try to fuck with any one of them, see what happens. I don't even want to suggest. In Africa, they send them out in advance of emissaries to entertain. They had tall, lovely ladies walking around, and they used to blow the coke in everybody's face, or they used to blow some drugs in your face. That let everybody know that you're the snaps, and it's what time it is, and like that's to be expected. In Hawaii, they would try to throw spears at you, and they expect you to catch so many of them and just throw them away. It's just part of the custom. Catching spears and just throwing them down. And then if you throw so many spears and they walk right up to you, then you don't want to kill them anymore. I mean, that's the age of champion. That's the age of champions right there. Like, they just threw 12 spears at you. It's all good. It's part of the tradition. They can't be mad at you. You caught all them spears. You threw all those spears down. We're going to respect your perspective. Fucking, you're one of us. Right? That's awesome. Like, what the fuck? But I mean, I'm saying we should go back to that. These neck breathers are just not going to be able to. They're going to catch it in the neck. They're not going to catch it with their hands.